house. You'll talk to the cage on Yes FM, music that'll change your life. It is time now for the Positive Chance podcast. It is time now for the Positive Chance podcast. Joining us once again on the Positive Chance podcast, back with us, our good friend, Mr. Sean, joining us from the land down under. How are you, sir?
Good mate, I'm very good. And it's good to hear that you've got the nice warm weather there.
Yes. Yes, that lovely, I don't know how to convert it to Celsius, but it's 18 degrees Fahrenheit, which is probably -5 Celsius, I don't know. It's cold here.
In Liverpool, just really warm, really lovely tropics area, and so yeah, it's nice to be able to relate to that. I don't think I've ever seen snow in nights and that on the ground in my whole life, to be honest with you.
We gotta bring you for a visit. We're bringing you in like January, and you can enjoy the snow and the ice, and we can go snowboarding and have a snowboard find something fun.
Right, little kid, love that.
You have a great time. We go sledding. Everything's different here. I mean, you're in the summer, we're in our winter. You go north to get warmer, you go south. You can see now, so it's like it's opposite.
I was talking to a friend at the time that I live in his company. First time I moved what's different down here because we're looking at the different side of it and all this kind of thing. So it's like the twilight room.
Yes.
So the one good thing we've got is there's nothing else in the sky. There's no insulation, which is actually, it's quite interesting because there's Southern Cross, which is very famous, but either side of that is two other crosses. So you've got to be here to see them. And so it's actually like the Calvary environment in the sky with three crosses and a bright one is the one in the middle. And so we use that in so many illustrations, and it's pretty much on every single ministry logo in our country with those styles. So
Well, the heavens declare the glory of God, right?
yeah.
That's it. That's awesome. Well, I'm just glad you're doing well, because I've been watching, I've been hearing about your show, because I've been watching all these videos from Australia. Like one the other day, where alligators just laying there on the beach, in the waves, enjoying some. My friend Sean every day. Lord, don't kill him down there in Australia. I don't know how any of you people see it.
So I'm sure you would have the same thing like the bugs when you buy from the supermarket.
Right.
There's a really deadly one. You can just put a little bit of approachable vibe in the middle. You've got to empty the can in this one of those piles to get them to put them down. And you can't get them hard to hit them. Like if you want to go and pick them around and try and get them with a shovel or something, they'll jump around. And so it's a real big, so it's anti-vegetarian thing. So you kind of die for a long time. They're probably the worst things that we get a lot of them. And they just do without the it's the segue to Jesus, because in John 3, Jesus talks about crucifixion and he uses the story from Numbers 19 with Moses about the fiery serpent.
Right.
And we call the red-bellied black snake the fiery serpent. It's got a big black, but it's got a big red strip under it. And so it's
we just get together and talk about whatever's on our mind, what's going on in the church, what's going on in our culture, what's going on with the gospel, sharing their faith. So Sean, recently in America, we had our unofficial holiday, the Super Bowl. And Kansas City Chiefs lost to the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm sure you guys remember that. And
You know that in Australia, one, and just forgive me my ignorance, I'm not even sure that the name of the winning team, I apologize, but there was an Australian in the winning team. It made all the news here.
Oh yeah, in Philadelphia, for Philadelphia?
Yeah, he was like an ex-football player, rugby player here, but he converted over and he won a Super Bowl ring. And so it was all over the news here because we were like, Australian won the Super Bowl.
That's all
Pretty
you
much how it was reported here.
It's probably the punter. We got a lot of Australian punters. We actually do. In both college and pro football. They love the Australian punters because they love the rugby players because they tackle, right? So they not just punt, but if the guy returns the ball, they hit him. So they love the rugby. In the thing over here is the commercials, right? The commercials during the Super Bowl are a big deal. One, because they're hugely expensive, so all these companies invest a lot of time to try to make a movie. It's going to be really creative and funny and do all this stuff, so it's always a big deal. And there's a group here in America, and they run a series of ads called Who Gets Us? And it's an evangelistic kind of an ad. It's different things. And basically the idea behind it is, their intention behind it is to show that Jesus understands us, gets us, he understands our hurts, our pains, and trying to invite people to kind of check out Jesus. They become pretty controversial because some people think they're soft pedaling the gospel, right? That it's not that Jesus gets us; it's that He saves us, and that it's making it a little too consumer-minded, right? Putting the focus on us instead of the focus on Jesus. There is an eternal punishment, an eternal damnation that faces us, and that we need to admit that and come before God in humility and repentance. So, how do we, as a church, kind of walk that line, right? We don't want to be so that we're not all hellfire and brimstone all the time.